Welcome back to the Sunday Project.
Well, an extraordinary portrait of a woman who survived incredible burns is shortlisted for this year's international photography competition, The Portrait of Humanity. Carol Mayer features in the portrait titled The Skin I'm In, and it was taken by Brian Cassie. Earlier this week, I spoke with Carol from her home in Cairns. When I saw the full body photo for the first time, I saw the most incredible mixture of raw beauty and bravery. What was your reaction when you saw that for the first time?
From the outside looking in, I'm like, wow, there is quite a few scars there, but it was very raw, and I thought, this is just so good. What makes me even more pleased is to just show other people, especially like other burn survivors, that are afraid to show their scars. And this is just not about burn survivors, but just people who lose other things in themselves.
Carol was lucky to escape with her life from a house fire 20 years ago. Her son, Zach, not even 2 years old, was asleep in his bed.
I don't have any recollection of anything. It's like sometimes you've got something that stops you from remembering. And I've sat there for years and thinking, what happened? What happened?
A gutted shell is the like remains of the Frankston Street home. It went up in smoke just before midnight, the bricks acting like an oven, a mother and son trapped inside.
The dogs just started barking at the back, don't normally bark, and just heard a lady scream for help. So I just ran up the road and found it laying on the driveway, just all burnt.
A very brave neighbour, Todd, saved you, and you apparently told Todd that Zach was still inside.
That's right.
If Todd hadn't been there that night, Zach wouldn't have survived.
Probably not, no. Apparently he did say to me, what can I do? And I said, Zach, front room, Zach, front room. So, and then apparently after that I just went unconscious.
You couldn't see anything. I heard him cry. So I just felt my way across and I felt his body, so I just grabbed him and just turned for the window.
The mother's been flown to the Specialist Burns Unit in Brisbane in a critical condition.
So I spent 9 months in Royal Brisbane Burns Unit. I just had to learn how to do everything again, talk, walk, feed. It was just massive.
What was the hardest part in those first 12 months?
Accepting the fact that my face was burnt. See, I just thought, I don't know how I'm going to cope.
Tell me about the first time you and Zach saw each other after the fire.
I remember the psychologist saying to me, look, don't expect him to run up to you. He's probably going to be, sort of unsure. And I went to sort of touch him and he sort of said, no, don't, Mummy, you scare me. So it was,
How was that?
Hard. Yeah. That really broke my heart. I thought, oh my God, it can't get any worse than this, And eventually, he came up and I started to sort of put my arm around him and, I'd sort of talk to him and say, bring your little trucks up or whatever. And so, at the end of the day, that was fine. So now here we are, 22 and 6'4".
It was 16 years after the fire that Carol was hesitantly approached by a local photographer.
But I just didn't have the courage to go and ask Carol to do it, and it was eating away at me. And eventually I just had to bring Carol and say, can we have a cup of coffee? I've got something to ask you.
And when he put the idea towards me and I said, what, do I have to take my band off? And he went, yep, take all your band off, and because that's my security, you see. I said, yep, I'm quite happy to give this a shot.
They're not explicit, they're suggestive. And let's just say they're a roadmap on Carol's life. They show that whatever you've been through, you can still be beautiful.
Even though my face, has been pretty badly burnt, a little bit of me comes back every day. So when I look in the mirror these days, I still do feel, attractive as a burn survivor.
Carol's done more to inspire other burn survivors than simply pose for photographs. She shares her message of hope at conferences and in private. There are no grumbles, just gratitude.
I just love it here at the moment.
And Cairns obviously loves you.
Yeah, I love the people of Cairns, I really do. This beautiful home. The people of Cairns built this home for me, for us. They did a lot of fundraising, just so giving. I'm so fortunate. I focus on what I do have, not what I don't have, you see. If someone said to me, Carol, you won't be able to do that, I'll sit there and go, well, watch me, I will. So, I mean, you know, I can just do everything. I can drive a manual car. A lot of people say, how do you drive? And believe me, I wouldn't put anyone else in danger. I wouldn't put myself in danger if I didn't think I was capable.
I know that you work at the local IGA now, and you take great pride in the fact that you can cut up watermelon despite your hands.
Yeah.
How did you master that?
I was sort of cutting this watermelon. The other lady that works there, she goes, oh, my God, watch out for your fingers. And I'm like, well, I haven't really got that many, so I can't really do much more damage. So.
What do you think Zach has learnt watching his mum go through all of the challenges you have?
I do know that he says that I am quite strong, you know, a strong person, strong lady. And, you know, it's like with my family. I've been burnt, but they've gone through the burn with me. They've seen me struggle, they've seen me in pain, but, you know, I've made it, I've conquered, I've had a lot of beautiful things out of this, you know, a lot of positive things. It's not all negative, you know, so I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky.
Such an honour to speak to her. I mean, some people are just a lesson in resilience and pride and feeling grateful for everything that you have in your life and not what you don't have.
Yep.